Let's look at displaying data visually. Do Super Bowls tend to be blowouts, like the Bears' 46-10 victory over the Patriots in Super Bowl 20, or are those the exception? We could look at the data. Here are the margins of victory in the first 49 Super Bowls. 25, that was the Green Bay Packers. 19, 9, 16, 3, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's easier to answer the question we group the data rather than looking at dozens of numbers. First, we organize the data by constructing a stem and leaf display, or a stem and leaf plot, or a stem and leaf diagram. Now, the smallest margin victory was 1 point. That was the New York Giants over the Buffalo Bills, 19. Yeah, New York Giants 20, Buffalo Bills 19, Super Bowl 25. Scott Norwood missed that last-minute field goal. Largest margin of victory was 45 the previous year. That was the San Francisco 49ers 55, Denver Broncos 10 in Super Bowl 24, another humiliating loss for the Broncos. So the margins of victory range from 1 to 45. Here's how we construct a stem and leaf display. On the left goes the first digit of the margin of victory, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why we needed to know the min and the max for the margin of victory. We go through the list from beginning to end, entering the data into the table. So here's the beginning of the data, at least the first few pieces of data. So we've got 25 points. That was Super Bowl 1. So that would go under there. So again, the first digit is 2. The next digit is 5. So we put that 2, 5. Then 19. Then 9. That will go under 0, 9. 16. That will go next to the 9 in the ones row. And we've got 3. So we've got 0, 3. 21. So that'll go in the 2s row, the 20s row, I guess I should say. And we put a 1 there. And then we've got 7, 17, 10, 1, 0, and then 4. So it's 0, 4. Okay, when we're done, this is what we end up with. This is our stem and leaf display. Now we can use this to generate what's called a frequency histogram. So again, here's the margin of victory, stem and leaf diagram. And then, let's see, there were apparently 19 Super Bowls in which the margin of victory was between 0 and 9. Between 10 points and 19 points, 18 Super Bowls. 20 to 29 points, 7 Super Bowls. 30 to 39 points, 4 Super Bowls. And there's only 1 Super Bowl in which the margin of victory was 40 to 49 points. So here we can generate, again, this graph called a frequency histogram. Excel can do this. It shows the Super Bowl margin of victory. Excel can do this. You just choose Insert, and then Chart, and then Column, and enter the data. It's relatively easy. Now, to make a good histogram, make sure that each piece of data fits into exactly one class. The classes have equal width and do not overlap, I should say. There are between 5 and 20 classes. 5 if you have few pieces of data, 20 if you have quite a few pieces of data. We can also express the data using what's called a frequency polygon. That's what it would look like. So again, Excel can do this. Choose Insert, and then Chart, and then Line. We can also express the data using what's called a circle graph, or a pie chart. Here's what that would look like. Again, Excel can do this. Choose Insert, and then Chart, and then Pie. Some pie charts will actually have the labels inside the pie chart. This one doesn't. Okay, a bar graph is like a histogram, but the data are not numbers like the margin of victory in a Super Bowl. Here's an example. Here's a bar graph which shows the frequency with which letters are used in the English language. I got the data from these 2 sources, including Wikipedia, the source of all knowledge. So here's the bar graph. There's a reason why Q and Z are worth 10 points in Scrabble. They're among the least used letters in the English alphabet, at least when you analyze English text. Not in Polish, though. I've played Polish Scrabble, and believe it or not, the Z in Polish is only worth 1 point. Okay, a line graph looks like a frequency polygon, but the x-axis, the horizontal axis, represents time. So here's the number of active monthly Facebook users since its inception in 2004.